are here with the Know-It-Alls, and of course, we've got our Mount Rushmore show. But man, I gotta say this, man. I gotta say it. Fellas, welcome to your 1,000. We have now 1,000 subscribers. Welcome to 1,000 subscribers. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Tell you how you feeling, 1,000 subscribers, bro.
Hey man, it feels good. I'm thankful. We're blessed. We've been at this for a little over 4 years now, and we ain't missed too many Sundays.
Nope.
And I think we might have missed maybe a couple times. Sunday fell on the holiday, and the only holiday we talking about Christmas and New Year.
Yeah.
4 years, like it might have affected how we missed. We didn't do a show that two times, 2 years on Christmas and New Year. But other than that, we've been here every Sunday since the end of May 2021.
Yeah.
Now we here. It's been difficult. Not in a difficult sense like it's been hard to do, because it's fun to deal with the people we deal with, our live chat, our listeners, our viewers. It's really a lot of fun dealing with you guys. Over 4 years, we've had some backstage brouhahas with each other.
Furniture been moved.
Furniture moving, all that stuff. But this is hopefully just the beginning, because we appreciate each and everybody that rocks with us. I always say this about our podcast, that our subscribers, listeners, and viewers and live chatters, y'all part of the show, man. Y'all part of the show. And we really value your time you spend with us, your contributions, your opinions. I don't think any podcast puts a lot of different comments up on the screen to discuss in the middle of a show like we do.
Yeah.
So, that's because we value you. We value your thoughts and opinions. And with that being said, I'm going to pass it to my brothers, Mod or G, whichever one go first. I'm gonna say what helped get us here is the Steelers and the Buckeyes. Don't you believe in that Longhorns and Cowboy stuff, Mod gonna say, but yeah, man.
Yeah. What I will say real quick, and G has the floor, but hey, make sure, because this content that we're putting up today is a banger. Make sure that you leave a comment in the comments. Tell us what you think about it. Big G, man, how you feeling about 1,000, bro?
Man, listen, I'm just going to say it's about effing time. We done worked hard, but we couldn't have done it with all our people. And Tate, I'm going to do something diabolical. I give the double salute to all the people that supported us. Afton, Claude with your diabolical self, Rob Lightfoot, Tim Lyons. The crew is huge, and we couldn't have done it with you guys without you guys. Jay Steed. I mean, I can talk about names.
Jaime.
People that's been with us. Jaime that's been with us
Mr.
every week.
Woodside.
Yeah, every show, man. Every show. Yeah, every show. Big Pun, man.
Black
Listen.
Street.
Yeah,
Black
man.
Street.
Yes. So we thank you guys. But this the catch-22, y'all.
T. Riley, we forget about you either.
Oh, yeah, that's the Black Street. We love him, man. But listen, this the thing, y'all. Guess what's going to happen here in about, once all this stuff gets cleared, we're going to be at a super chat. And not only will we be at a super chat, in a minute, we're going to work out some membership stuff. So we're going to give you exclusive content from a membership standpoint.
And I'm going to tell you, you want this backstage content.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be unbelievable.
Some of the stuff that happens backstage, bro. Like,
yeah,
real talk.
It's going to be unbelievable. So we're moving to that. And like, we're here, but we couldn't have done it without y'all. The next thing is, let's get to the 5K. And don't forget to join us this Sunday when we do the giveaway show. We got some prizes, a couple gift certificates. We're going to do some stuff to look out for you guys, because we appreciate y'all. Because without y'all, there is no us. So thank you again, and take the double salute. I salute you 2 times, double side, both ways.
That part. There you go.
Both ways. The double salute, both ways. Yeah, absolutely. For the 1K, got to do it. Appreciate it.
I work with kids. Look, man, definitely make sure that you like and subscribe. Like us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube and Twitch so that when we go live, you'll definitely get those notifications. Here is the code. Scan it. Hit it with your phone. Take a screenshot of it. Pass it to your good friend, your auntie, your uncle, and Harold and them. You know, whoever you need to do and get it off to so that make sure that, hey, the KnoItAllZ is in the house. And today, you know what we talking about, man? We talking about our Mount Rushmore. We didn't get a chance to get it in, but it's the Mount Rushmore of boxers, right? Being that we had this big, huge fight that the Sheik put on, we had Bud Crawford fighting Canelo Alvarez. Man, one of the greatest fights. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. The undercard with Martinez, that was probably one of the best fights I've seen in a long time, brother.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I'm
saying?
And,
it was lit up.
And a Billy, yeah.
Yeah. Mabusu or whatever, you know. Listen, I'm a girly, so we gonna mess a name up. Yeah, it's one thing that we gonna do. We gonna mess a name up. It is facts, what baby. It is. You know what
all
I'm saying?
day and night. Big facts.
Even if I know the name, I'm gonna say it's wrong. Mabusu, whatever his name is. Look here, I'm gonna tell you something. That was a squabble. That was two people standing in the middle of the ring throwing haymakers. And see, I'm gonna tell you, that's what we don't get in today's day and time. And like I said, I'm doing a piece, but I'm gonna tell you that I didn't lose. That zero culture that Floyd brought in killed the game of boxing. But now it's back. It's back. Now you got pugilism at its finest. Two people that's gonna step in the ring and throw chingazos. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Texas, so you know what they throwing. They throwing hands. You know what I'm saying? They throwing them hands. But look, we're gonna jump into our list, man. I'm excited to jump into our list. Yeah.
Let me say this real quick. 41.4 million viewers for the Crawford fight. 41, I'm gonna say it again. 41.4 million viewers for the Bud Crawford fight. The greatest, most watched fight in history. Bud Crawford, 41.4 million. Canelo, we appreciate you, bro. But 41.4, they was out there killing them.
Yeah.
Well, Canelo helped drive that, but thing is, they was anticipating 46. It's gonna go higher because it's on Netflix. I can go back and watch it again right now.
Yeah, facts. That's facts, Tate. Total facts.
Definitely. So let's jump to it, man. Let's go on and get into our list. Who's up first? Who's up first to bat, man?
The dude in the corner.
All right, throw the list up, man. Let me tell you, my first boxer on the Mount Rushmore. I think it's you need to get a context that we, again, like we did the running backs, we couldn't have duplicate. We couldn't have the same. Because to me, I don't have him. Muhammad Ali starts every one of my lists for month. I don't have him. Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
So don't think if we don't have him, we left him off. One of us got him. I won't say who it is, but if it's not on one of our lists, it's because somebody already took him.
Yeah. So first boxer I'm gonna talk about. And don't you can put my list up again after we finish. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about my first boxer. You can take him down now. Mike Tyson, youngest champion to ever hold a belt. He was knocking people out. Iron Mike. I mean, when we were growing up, man. I mean, listen, Mike was knocking people's eyes out their head. Mitch Blood Green got his eyes knocked out his head. And I'm gonna tell you, when he was with Cus D'Amato, he was a boxer. He wasn't a brawler. Right? Mike Tyson's only 5'11", and as a heavyweight, he wasn't 6'4", 6'2", but what he would do is he would get inside you, and once he got, man, I gotta.
He would what?
Listen, what
the big balls?
What I do?
Hey,
what he would do?
No, Big G. What did I just say?
No Diddy.
I need to bring back.
Listen,
no
man.
Diddy, no doubt.
Go ahead, man. We're not gonna put it on you right now.
Listen, man. All I'm saying is is once he started fighting on the inside, you were in trouble. You were in trouble. If he got close, that uppercut was coming, and he was either going to slide to the side and body blow you, hit you with two of them, pop, pop, and then come with the uppercut. And that was classic Mike Tyson, man. And my first boxer on the Mount Rushmore. And Tate, you up next, man. Who's your boxer, your first boxer on Mount Rushmore?
The first boxer on my Mount Rushmore, man, is one. You know what? I'll just say his name. Ray Leonard. We know him affectionately as Sugar. Sugar Ray Leonard, man, was one of my favorite all-time athletes growing up, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this dude won Olympic gold in '76 in Montreal. Olympic gold medalist, I believe, for the welterweight division. He had a certain charisma and style that transcended the boxing world. He was going to be the next Muhammad Ali at that time. That's how he was perceived.
That's facts.
Had a lot of epic fights. He was the first boxer to reach $100 million in purse money. $100 million in purse money. Ray started boxing professionally in '77. He is the first boxer to get $100 million in boxing purses. Not to mention probably all the ads and stuff back in the day. He was son on the 7-Up commercials, and he had all kind of endorsements.
Jerry Curls.
Afro, Jerry Curls. He probably cut that thing down when it got to Ray. Ray had the Jerry. He was the boxer of the decade for the 1980s. For the 1980s. You know what I mean?
That's a lot. That's saying a lot.
That's saying a lot. We talking about Hearns, Hagler, Duran. We talking about, a lot of boxers.
Can't separate them, boy. That maybe the greatest, second greatest group of boxers of all time. Second greatest group.
Yeah, so I think I was a big fan. He was one of my sports boyhood idols when I was young. Him and Lynn Swan was my guys before I turned 10. So shout out Sugar Ray.
Big G, who's your first boxer on your Mount Rushmore?
I mean, it's the one and only, the GOAT, the greatest boxer, maybe the greatest humanitarian, and maybe one of the greatest humans that ever lived. He was born Cassius Clay in Louisville, Kentucky, but most people know him as the great Muhammad Ali. Inspiration to all people in all walks of life. He was the epitome, in my opinion, of a man. He carried himself a certain way. He brought respect and honor to the boxing ring. And he stood for what he stood for, even when it meant he had to stand against the grain. Let's not forget that the great Cassius Clay Muhammad Ali didn't box for several years because he was incarcerated.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't be drafted.
He wasn't incarcerated, but they wouldn't let him box.
Correct.
They took his licenses away.
Correct. He couldn't do nothing.
In his prime years.
Yeah,
correct.
In his prime years.
Correct.
And that's big. In the boxer's prime years. You know what I'm saying?
He stood for equality of all people. He stood for equality, but that's just his stuff outside of boxing. And boxing, man, he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
When you talking about fought them all, beating them all,
ain't no ducking. No
ducking. He fought them all and whooped them all.
Yeah, no ducking.
He fought them all and whooped them all. I'm talking about the greats. Yeah. Muhammad Ali, if I had to do a Mount Rushmore of sports people, top 4 greatest sports people, your list has to start with Muhammad Ali. He had more impact and more influence than anybody, not just on sports, not just on boxing, but on the world. So Muhammad Ali, I give you full homage, man. You my GOAT, man. Yeah. I salute you. You my GOAT.
And real quick, to Tate's point, one of the first athletes that I've ever saw, get acting or, that had that bravado on screen was Sugar Ray Leonard. You know what I'm saying? He was silky. He was smooth. You know what I'm saying? And then with Ali, the thing that I loved about Ali was say my name. What's my name? You know what I'm saying?
Out of respect, trying to make sure because he got disrespected.
No, Ernie Terrell said, your mama named you Clay. I'm going to call you Clay.
That was total disrespect because his ideology as a man changed.
Yeah,
and
man.
You got to respect people's differences.
That was Sonny Liston.
Was it Ernie Terrell or Sonny Liston?
Sonny Liston.
I think it was Ernie Terrell. I'm
Terrell.
positive it was
Ernie Terrell.
Yeah. The say my name is because he was still catching Clay when he fought Sonny Liston.
Yeah. So the great stories. My second on my list of boxers on my Mount Rushmore, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into Sugar Ray Robinson, another Sugar. Definitely, he was one of the greatest pound for pound boxers of all times. He's kinsman, or the person that's kinsman to Sugar Ray Robinson. To me, just far. He can Robinson could knock you out with either hand. You know what I'm saying? He was smooth. He was silky. That's why he was such a great boxer. Is that in his right and his left hand, he could knock you clean out. You know what I'm saying? he can knock you smooth out. You know what I'm saying? And definitely when you think about the times that he lived through, he competed through the 40s, 1940 through 1965. Rough time in America for African American people. But yeah, he was a champ, true champ. And that's Sugar Ray Robinson, number 2 on my Mount Rushmore boxers. Tate Boy Fresh, talk to me, man. Who's your number 2 on your Mount Rushmore boxers?
Well, I didn't put them in any order, but my number 2 that I have listed is I'll just see how knowledgeable y'all are. I'm just gonna say the nickname he went by. You tell me who it is. The real deal.
Evander
Holyfield.
And I ain't talking about
Atlanta, Georgia's own Evander Holyfield.
And I ain't talking about no Snoop Dogg song.
No.
He's referenced in music like that. Yeah. The real deal Holyfield.
Yeah. You know what I mean? The real deal Holyfield.
Yeah. But when I think about Evander Holyfield, I think about, he has more losses than anybody I probably have on my list. Ray's record, I believe, was 42-3. Evander Holyfield's record was 44-10-2. So he lost quite a few fights because he always took on challenges. Evander moved up to heavyweight when he was he was barely a heavyweight. Barely a heavyweight.
You're right.
He moved up to bang with the big boys.
Yeah.
He won a bronze medal in the '84 Olympics in LA.
Boy had a huge head. He had a Donovan McNabb head. They had huge.
And looked like he had a helmet on. Looked like he had a helmet on in there fighting.
Yeah.
He looked like that boxing match between Martinez and Bealey. Like Ma was talking about it. I was telling Valerie about that, man. I said them when I was a kid, remember that Rock and Sock'em Robots? That's how they were fighting.
That's how they was fighting.
And that's kind of how Evander Holyfield fought. You know what I mean? He wasn't running for nobody. Like I said, he won a bronze medal in the '84 Olympics. He got cheated, though. They disqualified him for a low blow or something that really wasn't a thing.
Facts.
But so he took home the bronze because that was one of the best Olympic boxing teams ever in '84.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so he took on Mike Tyson and beat him. Mike Tyson bit his ear. He took on every challenge, man. Now,
yeah,
I'm not gonna get into. Yeah, Lennox Lewis. Yeah, and Lennox Lewis is not on any of our lists, but he was a really great heavyweight too. So was Larry Holmes. I was having a discussion with someone earlier. There's a lot of people that we left off, and I had to tell the person I was talking to. I was like, man, we talking about when you have a Mount Rushmore, it means it's 4.
It's 4.
That's it.
You know what I mean? I can name 15, 25 more great boxers.
Yeah.
But we talking about the Mount Rushmore, it's only 4. So yeah, Evander Holyfield made mine. He's a man of Christ. You know, he believes in, you know,
Yeah.
in the Lord and the Lord's will and power. So
He'll
you
knock
know,
you out and then pray for you.
he'll
You know
knock
what
you.
I'm
Well, hey, say less right there. I'm gonna go ahead and
saying?
finish with that. Shout out to the real deal.
Yeah.
Big G, who's next on your list of Mount Rushmore?
I think the man that started it all. The man who started swagger and stuff for sports, especially in the African American community. You can go anywhere and say the Brown Bomber, and everybody knows who you're talking about.
Joe Louis.
Joe Louis.
Yeah, man.
Joe Louis. If Muhammad Ali wasn't your greatest heavyweight of all time, Joe Louis has to be your greatest heavyweight that ever fought of all time. Joe Louis fought 69 times. You heard me say 69 professional fights. He lost 3. He was 66-3. Last fight where he lost the belts and lost everything because he was past his prime, he lost to Rocky Marciano, who's another great heavyweight, another great fighter that we can't put on the list. But Joe Louis didn't duck nobody. And he fought 69 times. Joe Louis was well into his 40s fighting. He was well into his 40s fighting. Also, Joe Louis served in the military.
Yeah.
A lot of folks don't know that about him.
Yeah.
A World War II veteran is Mr. Joe Louis. So Joe Louis, his accomplishment, I think he inspired that next generation, which was the Muhammad Ali's, which was the George Foreman's, which was the Joe Frazier's. 3 great men, 3 great boxers. But none of that would have been able to be done unless it for Joe Louis.
Well, you know, you think about it, it was the anti-Nazi thing going on, and he knocked out Max Schmeling. He put them paws on Max Schmeling.
Yeah. he was the boxing version of Jesse Owens.
Yeah.
He was the boxing version of Jesse Owens. He fought and stood for our country.
Yeah.
A country in many ways that did rejected him.
Yeah, definitely.
He fought and stood for our country, man.
Yeah.
Joe Louis was an American hero.
Yeah.
The Brown Bomber himself, man. So shout out and salute to the captain of the squad, Mr. Joe Louis.
Love it, man. Love it, man. Next person.
Hitler was big mad too.
Big man. What? He was big man.
Hitler was big mad.
Smack it. You know what I'm saying? Saying all types of superlatives in German. You know what I'm saying? Smack it. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, the next person we're going to talk about on this Mount Rushmore, my third person who literally could, you know, we no order, but he's on the mountain here. Man, my guy, Foreman Grill. The big man from Houston, George Foreman. Listen, his fists were, this is the size of George Foreman's fist. His fists were huge. Listen, this man fought 5 people in one day in the ring. Why? Because they had just lost to Muhammad Ali in the Rumble in the Jungle, and he wanted to prove to everybody that he still had it. He was winding up, hitting people, knocking people out. Look, and the last person he fought, he had already knocked out 4 people. Last person he fought with cracked ribs, and he knocked him out too. You know what I'm saying? He knocked him out too. The other thing that was remarkable about George Foreman, what you really got to know is, number one, the era. This is, to me, is the era of the greatest fighters ever. Foreman, Frazier, Ali, Norton, Shivers. You know, it's just a whole
list.
Shavers, Ernie
Shavers. List.
There go
list.
There go that girly name jacking up.
You know we're gonna make names up.
Hey, this is what we're gonna start calling. You know how they call a Tylonism? It's a girlyism. It's a girlyisms. It's a girlyisms.
It is what it is, man. Listen, he won 76 fights, 68 by knockout, only had 5 losses. George Foreman had a successful career in the very beginning, found Christ, started a church, you know what I mean? And then turned around and got this invention after somebody stole from him, found the invention, Foreman Grill, came up, got rich again, and then decided, you know what? I'm going to fight again. Got in the ring against Michael Moore, the champ at that time, and won in his 40s. He became the champ again in his 40s. And the thing about it was, man, is this man, in the era of the greats, he was the hardest hitting puncher out of all of them. And Ken Norton they said Ken Norton packed a punch. They say that he would wallop you. He would hit you and you know, put you to sleep for real. But they said George Foreman hit harder than that.
Yeah.
Right. And it was so bad, the fighting, most people don't know this, but Ali spent time in the hospital after that fight.
Correct.
Ali had to be hospitalized after that fight. Like
he was spitting up blood.
Yeah, they always say that some of the problems that Muhammad Ali, the speculation has always been after that fight with Foreman started leading to his development of his brain degeneration because of the power, the hits that he took with the rope-a-dope move, because George Foreman literally beat the hell out of him. And he ran out of gas. And Muhammad Ali came out of it and rope-a-doped him. So, you know, but yeah, facts, man.
I mean, it was what it was. And I'm going to tell you something. That big joker could fight. And that's my guy, George Foreman. That's my third on my Mount Rushmore tape. Talk to me, man.
I'm just going to name off a couple of boxers. Tell me if y'all know these boxers. Roy Jones.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kelly Pavlik. I only name him because he's from Youngstown, but he was a champ. Shout out to Youngstown, Kelly Pavlik. Winky Wright.
Yep.
Antonio Tarver.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah.
Man. Golden Boy.
Felix Trinidad. I told you he was one of them. Tito. He was one of them ones that was close to maybe getting on my list. But yeah, so those are some names of some really, really good boxers. But you know what? None of them are my guy, right? My guy, they call him known as the executioner, or some people just call him B-Hop, Bernard Hopkins. The boxers I named, he beat all of them.
That's facts.
George Foreman won the belt from Michael Moore, I think at age 44. B-Hop did it at 46. He passed George Foreman.
That's facts.
His fight record, he fought Big G, talking about Joe Louis fought 67 times. B-Hop fought 67 total fights with a record of 55-8. Yeah, man, just his style. When he was on top of his game, he was the very top of his game. He a Philly street fighter. He tough. He ain't never take no stuff. Why you over there frowned up, Ma? I'm listening.
I called him the Roach. That was his nickname to me because all he did was held. He just grab a hold of you and then hit you when he was in the grass. When he got older, that's all he did. That's all he did to me, man. But you know, you gotta respect him. He is a great. Bernard Hopkins is a great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, he might not make my list if I could have picked Muhammad Ali, but I mean, I got to pick who I can work with.
Yeah,
and B-Hop was a multiple time champion.
Yeah,
and when he was on top of his game, he was on top of the boxing world. He was one of the best middleweights that it was during his era. And I think the fact that he did it so long, the fact that he overcame going to prison and coming out and then taking off in his career.
Yeah,
he missed a lot of his prime years too, because he was older getting out and then starting the fight game.
Yeah.
So you know, I mean, he's one of my favorite fighters. The older I got, the more I rooted for him because he's an old guy too. B-Hop 60 now. You know what I mean? Don't seem like it's been that long ago. Because you know what? He probably was just fighting 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out B-Hop, Philly fighter, street fighter, executioner, my guy.
Yeah, they also call him the alien. So
the alien too. They do.
Really clingy. Really clingy.
Yeah.
Big G.
Well, you know, in order to be considered a great, you got to do something that nobody else has ever done. You got to do it in order to be considered. Because in all other sports, the greats are dudes that nobody did or have done what they've done. And it might be recency bias, and I don't give a damn. The dude is Mr. Terrence Bud Crawford himself.
Bud.
he is the dude, bruh. The man unified the belts in 3 weight classes. It's never been done. It's never, ever, ever been done. And now I hear the arguments, well, he didn't fight. Who ducked him? I'll tell you who ducked him. Money Mayweather ducked him. Because Money Mayweather knew he was going to kick you that ass, boss. He knew he was going to lay hands on him and do something strange to him. So Bud Crawford, bro, listen, he's a tactician. Play it one more time, man. Yeah, it's gonna get a beat down.
He's a tactician, girlyism. Go ahead.
Yeah, he can listen, he'll knock you out with both of them. He'll give you a left and a right and put you to sleep. Listen, out of all these fights, don't get it twisted. He knocked like 50-something dudes out. Like he out there knocking cats out. That's what he do, bruh. And so he's got to be a great because he simply did something that no one else ever did. That I have to acknowledge that from a boxer. It might be recency bias, but listen, he's the man to me, dog. He is him. He is him, Mott. He is him.
I love it, man.
I'm a fan of Bud. I bet against Bud when I went with that boy from that state. I should never bet on nothing from that state of Texas, man. I had Earl Spence. He made Earl Spence look like it was me out there fighting Bud.
Hey, man, I've never seen somebody get beat up that bad. Like, I mean, literally, it was. We've seen it in Martin. That the scene from Martin. That's literally what he looked like. It was so bad. I was begging for somebody to stop the fight. Like, please, somebody stop the fight. It got that bad.
Please don't do that to my Texas boy. But I will say, Big G, I do think there's an element of recency bias. We've had this discussion, between us, and even I think on the show yesterday.
Yeah.
My got him in the top 12. I got him in the top 10. You jumped the Joker up to the top 4. Real quick, real recent. But okay, I respect it though.
Gotta have it.
I think he would have been in your top 4 if you could just pick 4 like back to back. Like
I absolutely would have been in this 4. Absolutely.
Right.
He had already said it. That's
so
how
he
he feels.
So he means this. Yeah. He didn't like, I guess my 4th one, I'm gonna take Bud. Nah. He had Bud in there.
Yeah,
I think
y'all can have all the rest of them.
It went Ali, Bud.
yeah, it did. The Brown Bomber. I just had to make sure I got to salute the greatness.
Yeah.
But Bud Crawford is that dude, dog. He's him.
Love it,
He's
man.
him.
I love it. My last boxer in that will conclude, and you can throw that graphic up. The last boxer that will conclude my Mount Rushmore is Julio Cesar Chavez. 25 years of boxing, my dude. 25 from 1980 to 2005. 25 years of boxing. A champion in 3 weight divisions. Chavez was listed as Ring Magazine's the world's best pound for pound from 1990 to 93, 3 years in a row, man. Listen to me. The man was a menace, man. He was a menace. I mean, an orthodox boxer at 5'7", a lightweight, welterweight, and a super featherweight. He had so many names I can't even say them. I mean, all of them Spanish. But the great Mexican champion, the Caesar of boxing, the Lion of Cocilian. I mean, hey, whatever you wanted to call him, Cesar Chavez was that dude. 115 total fights, 107 wins, 86 by knockout, 6 losses, and only 2 draws. The man was out there whooping people, man. Boy was out there. Hey, whatever name you wanted to call him, he was putting them hands on him, for real.
Well, he came for the 100 fights. He came out the womb swinging.
Yeah,
he came out the womb swinging, man. He like, listen, ding, like that little chicken on Looney Tunes. Ding. Somebody hit the bell. That boy was ready to go.
He was ready to go. He whooped the doctor. Big G, he whooped the doctor when he came out, man.
Yeah. Instead of the doctor hitting him, he hit the damn doctor.
He hit the doctor.
Clocked him. Yeah.
Pop. Give him a 1-2, 1-2. And that will conclude my Mount Rushmore boxes. And I'm going to tell you, it's a banger. It's a banger. Hey, talk to me, Tate. Your last box on your Mount Rushmore. Oh, the big find.
I seen it, dog.
The big find.
Off camera.
No, nobody else saw it.
No video evidence nowhere, but I saw it though.
But nah, I was just saying, I was running down Mod's Mount Rushmore. I believe it was Mike Tyson, Sugar Ray Robinson, George Foreman, and then Julio Shaver Chavez. Great list.
Yeah, man.
My last boxer, we talked about what we owed to, and on his last take, Big G kind of threw some slander and disrespect at his name. But I tell you what, we owe this boxer. We owe this boxer the big paydays. That's what we owe him. That's why you know what his nickname is.
Yeah.
His nickname is Money. You know what? Before he was Money, he was Pretty Boy. He was all the things I'm about, man. Winning.
And bread.
And bread.
And dressing.
And yeah, Pretty Boy.
Yeah.
Back in my day. I'm an old boy now. But you know, Floyd Money Mayweather. Like I said, he brought the mega fight to the fight game. There was mega fights before, like in matchup only though. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. These guys, warriors from the era, some eras Ma was naming, the Ali, Foreman, Frazier era, the Hearns, Sugar Ray, Duran, Hagler era. They weren't getting big G. We talked about yesterday. That duffel bag money.
Double bags.
That over-the-shoulder backpack money until Money Mayweather came through, right?
Yeah.
And as a boxer, say what we will, he was calculated. I think he picked his opponents. I'm disappointed in him not fighting Manny Pacquiao when Manny was in his prime. You know what I mean?
Pac-Man.
Yeah, and Pac-Man close to the Mount Rushmore too. You know, close. He ain't the bottom of the hill. He's somewhere on the hill.
Yeah, he's on the hill. He on
the hill.
Facts.
But
he just didn't make it to the face of the mountain, but he on the hill.
Right. He on the hill. Yeah, he on it. But as far as Floyd go, he did beat Pacquiao. He beat Oscar De La Hoya in his prime. He beat Oscar in his prime. You know what I mean? The Oscar was the golden boy, right? Yeah, the golden boy. Pretty Boy versus Golden Boy. That was a big fight. Like I said, Floyd started the big fight, and the most iconic thing about Floyd is he got that goose egg, that letter, that O, that number, that 0, that block O, that Ohio State behind his record. 50 and O, 50 and 0. 50 and block O. I don't care how you say it. It's all O. It's all me undefeated. So, you know, the block O. There you go, Big G. Hold it up. The block O. So Floyd got a 50 and an O state behind his record in the loss column.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Shout out to Floyd for getting these boys bread, for taking over and taking over your own management and promotion. You did that. He changed the game so much. He changed the game so much. You know what I mean? Yeah. And just, you know, shout out to Floyd. He's my fourth guy on my Mount Rushmore box.
Man, love to see it, man. So we got starting out Sugar Ray Leonard. We see you with the nice press. And then we have your boy, the real deal, Evander Holyfield.
Look at that head, like you said, Ma.
It's diabolical. He looked like you could just take his head for real life instead of throwing Mount Rushmore. Yeah, that's diabolical, man.
In real life, boy, he looked like if he hit you in the head, it's over with. He headbutt you gone. You laying down. But that neck that it's sitting on, man, you ain't knocking that out. Yeah. Nah. That's the Terminator head. That boy got that Arnold Schwarzenegger. Hey, you got D-Hop. You got D-Hop, who we call the alien, the execution of the roach. And then, of course, Money May, who probably to me one of the things that I would credit him more is that shoulder roll. He brought that shoulder roll and that defense to it, as well as the money and the swag, but he brought that to boxing. And that shoulder roll everybody use now. They hide behind that shoulder and then pop, give you one they hide behind it.
And they, you know, to talk about the money, you made me think about it. He started to where HBO followed the big fight, the fighters during their training camps and workouts too and stuff.
Correct.
He started that.
Yeah,
correct.
Definitely. He did start that. You got the bag. He was getting. That's why you call him Money May. You know what I'm saying?
Money May.
That's why you call him Money May.
You see,
walk around with a Louis bag and $1 million in it.
Literally. You see, you see the you see I sent you on the chat earlier. He bet on Bud, got paid.
He did bet on Bud. I'm gonna tell you the one thing that's more impressive, I think, that Mayweather most people don't know. Every day he's up at between 3 and 5 in the morning, running 5 miles. Every day. And no smoking, no drinking, no none of that. Never. Every day.
Yeah, he do.
Every day. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know what type of discipline that takes? You know what I'm saying? So he ain't getting tired.
I can't claim it because we talked about Texas, but Texas is so big. If Ohio was Texas, we'd have Michigan included with us, and Floyd from Michigan. So he from that part of the country where they really throw them minianas or whatever you called it earlier, Ma.
Chingazos. They throwing
Chingazos.
All right, Big G. Your last fight on Mount Rushmore.
So I've heard you guys mention great boxers that were all clumped together in the air. I mean, Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Tommy the Hitman Hearns. These are guys y'all was all saying that they're great fighters and all whatever else. But the best one of all of them was Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Marvelous Marvin Hagler. I mean, it's controversial, but did Ray beat him? We don't know. And if Ray don't beat him, I think he retires at that point and he walks out with the egg. But after that, I think his psyche was broken. He ended up losing 3 fights, but he fought almost 70 times with 3 losses, 2 draws, mopped up everybody he needed to mop up. Marvelous Marvin Hagler didn't lose to Tommy the Hitman Hearns. Marvelous Marvin Hagler did not lose to Roberto Duran. Marvelous Marvin Hagler did not. He lost to Ray. He lost to Ray. But the rest of them, he mopped. Marvelous Marvin Hagler is the mini version of Evander Holyfield.
Yeah.
You're talking about a big old head, big old neck. Can't knock him out, can't move him. Yeah, that's him. That's him. He's not ducking nobody. I'm going to be honest with you. Out of the guys that I picked, if I had to walk down a dark alley and I needed some protection, I love you, Muhammad Ali. I love you, Joe Louis. I'm going to get Marvelous Marvin Hagler. I'm walking down a dark alley, and we going to come out on the other end, bro. I don't know about the fool we meet in the alley, but somebody get knocked out. So Marvelous Marvin. And the thing about him, man, that just stood out to me always is, yeah, total intimidation from the time he stepped into the ring until the time he stepped out of the ring. He was about business, bro. Marvelous Marvin Hagler wasn't for all that show, all that glitz and glamour, all that making yourself look good, coming to the ring and music and all. Nah, hell no. He stepped into the ring to exude pain and punishment. I really do believe the Clubber Lang character that was on Rocky III was inspired by Marvelous Marvin Hagler. There's no doubt in my mind that's where he came from. Clubber Lang was just souped up a little bit in his fictition, but Marvelous Marvin Hagler was that dude that ready to knock you out. He gonna get up in there and knock you out, send you home for Christmas. And matter of fact, Marvin Hagler ended a lot of cats' careers. Like they didn't fight no more after they fought him because he beat the living hell out of them.
You know, the thing about Hagler that you got to understand, he was southpaw.
Oh, yeah. Mod.
Oh, man.
Mod, what's your brother?
Southpaw. Hey,
You know I got it tattooed on my arm, baby. You know I'm
yeah,
southpaw on my arm now.
yeah. I'm gonna tell
Southpaw
you,
on my arm.
I'm gonna tell you something. A southpaw in boxing, it's unconventional, really hard to fight. And I'm gonna tell you, because that hand that's coming from the left will knock you smooth out and you won't see it, especially a right-handed fighter. And I mean, here was a guy in Hagler who, you're right, the best of that era. Like in that era of fighters, he was the best to me.
King.
Yeah, he was the best to me. And you know, I mean, he won, but I don't know if he won. He won, but the same way Ray won is the same way, because Hearns was hurt, and Hearns was getting with him. He was getting with Hagler.
But why was he hurt? Because Hagler beat him. He was in there beating him, dog. He was just in there just beating him. Just kept hitting him and kept hitting him and kept hitting him.
If he didn't get hurt, Hearns might have won that one. But
he beat him. He beat him.
Best fights. Let me tell you why Tate was sitting there with the clicker going back and forth watching these fights. You want to know why? Because they were some of the best fights of all time. And you haven't seen anything like them anymore. You know what I'm saying? You don't see things like them anymore, because these are fighters that would stand toe-to-toe in the middle of the ring, and we just going to throw them things, man. It is what it is. You know, and whoever walk out is the one. You know what I'm saying? Whoever walk out is the one. That's what I'll do to Big G. You know what I'm saying? I done did that a couple of times to Big
Stop
G.
that.
I done told
Don't
Big
you
G.
put that propaganda and them lies out there. Hell no.
Look here, Big G. I don't care nothing about you being 6'2". I will knock you out. It was
all in a fantasy in your mind.
Hey, I ain't never back down. You know what I'm saying?
Just because a joker don't back down don't mean they can't be beat. I ain't never backed down, but I didn't been beat before.
Yeah, I ain't never took one of them. You know what I'm saying? You fighting jokers that you can wind up and punch like that? No. I'm in there.
It would have been you.
Oh, against who you took? Yeah, he'd have took a lump on that one. He'd have got lumped up.
Let me tell you something. I'm never taking lumps. I've never taken them. Won't take them.
That's because you in 2025 in Texas, when you got the right to bear arms like you a cowboy. I'm talking about 85, 86, when all you had was them what?
Them chingazzos. Them
chingazzos, right?
Yeah, them things we gonna throw. Let me tell you something. I had crazy cousins from South Dallas, man. I hated them. They made me fight. You know what I'm saying? They made me fight. And you get out there and you squab, you crying, tears is running down, snot coming out your mouth, but you coming out. And then I had a crazy mama who was like, look, if you lose a fight, don't come home. So I was scared. A lot of times I won fights because I was scared. That's all I was.
I think that's what made all of us like boxing, because our parents, man, like we grew up in an era where fighting wasn't a bad thing. Like, and you win some, you lose some. But you couldn't come home crying, talking about, oh, they beat me and all. They kicked your ass right back out the front door.
Yeah. I saw that, Ma. You remember episode 1 of Raising Kanan? Kanan came home running from the playground. Mama said, no. Come on. We're going back. And shout out to Ma Guetti, man. He been gone for 11 years now. But Big G, we talked about this before. You remember the bully of the hood, Jason Lamb?
Oh, man, I hated him, dog. I hated him. I hated Jason, dog. Every time I seen him, I went to pick a stick up to be able to hit him with something, man. I hated him, man.
That Joker was Debo from Friday before Debo character was based off him. Let me just say that.
Mod, he was whooping older cats. Yeah, like he was this age. He was whooping old. He was older than us, but he was. Dog, every time I saw him, I picked something up. I mean, if I saw him physically, the closest thing around me, I picked it up. Because I had to knock this fool out.
We was like 9. And Lamar would tell you this too, because my grandma's house was in the same hood over there. And he was like 12, but he was cut up probably like He is about
A
17,
15-year-old,
18.
at least 15, 16-year-old.
Your 12-pack, everything.
Yeah, he had all of that.
I ran from that jungle. He used to take our big wheels and wagons, all the outside toys. He just take them. I run in the house one day. My uncle said, "What you running from?" I'm breathing. Jason trying to get me. My uncle said, "What?" Pushed me outside and locked that door. Jason whooped my ass. But you know what? I probably was about 9 years old. I ain't never ran for none since. And I can't fight no more, but I ain't running because it's death before dishonor in my book, bro.
Hey, yes, it is what it is.
Yes, sir.
Listen, I understand it. I understand. And I mean, I think that's what taught us, that's what gave us the cut that we have. It's different. You know what I'm saying? If whatever comes towards us and whatever comes our way in life, we can stand up to it because we've had to face our fears. We've had to face those things that, you know, we were scared of. You know, I think there was a bully like that on every block. Mine just happened to be my cousin. And
I like that. And your cousin ain't gonna kill you though. He get in trouble by grandma. He ain't gonna kill you. Jason might have killed you.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something.
That is true, dog. He was Debo for real, dog. I'm reminiscing, thinking about like, damn, this is my cousin. Diabolical.
My cousin Chris Brooks. You know what I'm saying? Drugged me around the playground. I remember this. Drugged me around the playground, and I got up. I swung on him 3 times and took off and told grandmama on him. So that's how I started laughing because you're right. You know what I'm saying? Grandmama was like, y'all family. Don't you ever hit your cousin again. And from that point on, I ain't have to worry about him no more. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
But everybody else did.
Yeah, everybody else. He was 12, 13, carrying shingles up on top of the roof on a ladder. You know what I'm saying? He was just cut up, big old strong dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? We 11, we 10 and 11, and this dude got real muscles. You know what I'm saying? It's like forget about it.
That's why we love boxing so much. Because our era, like I said, that was part of our culture.
And I also think it has something to do with the lack of exposure to it, right? I mean, the big fights didn't come on TV, wasn't no pay-per-view. Back in the day, you had to go to an auditorium and watch it like you watch a movie, like or a movie theater or something like that, and they'll play it. You know what I mean? I think the first pay-per-view fight I went to, Big G, same hood, you know it, was down at Bebop house.
Yeah.
With my uncle right there down the street where you used to live.
Yep.
But Bebop lived on Rosedale in Oakland Parkway. You lived down Kenilworth. But you know Bebop was the Hearns Ray Leonard fight, the first one. First, my uncle took me. I was up late night. I went where I was so happy, man. But we didn't get to see, like, if I want to fight now, I just order that thing, get to see whatever. But back then, it was a treat to get to see a big fight.
Absolutely. And
when they
take the last thing I gotta tell you boys, this really happened. And after the whole debacle with my cousin, they took me to Golden Gloves and made me get in Golden Gloves boxing.
Yeah.
I remember it to this day because I remember getting hit and smelling ammonia and try to, you know, at this point, you know, you get hit in your nose and you smell ammonia, you know what I'm saying? You're like, you know, your nostrils is clean, but you got on gloves, so you couldn't swing wild. And I remember the coach really teaching me how to box at that point. And from there on out, it was a wrap. You stepped into my zone, you was gonna get these things. It was what it was.
Outside of tape, man, one of my closest partners, man, back in the day was an actual champion, fought for a belt. Aaron McLaurin, man. Shout out to Aaron McLaurin, man. I mean, I was close to that dude, bro. Like, we did everything together. And I used to see how much time, effort, and energy. He actually was the guy that helped me get in shape, bro, because he would put time, energy, and effort in, like, working out. And I was like, dog, why are you doing all of that and all whatever else? Because he was like, I'm boxing. You know, he was a Golden Gloves champion, you know, and like, I was like, I'm looking at him mimicking. He's like, come on, man. Now I'm way bigger than him. But he's like, dog, if you could just hang with me for a little bit, you're going to run circles around everybody else you mess with, dude.
Yes. You know how much energy it take to fight now? Both of us, all three of us will be out of here, man.
I was just telling Valley that tonight. We was watching that Martinez fight. I said, do you know how much energy that take? I said, most I got in me now, it might ain't get 30 seconds. No. I better cold drop a joker quick. I ain't fighting no more one. I'm 53 years old. But if I did, it better be a one. I better sneak them and get them. That's how it better be.
Hey, I told Dylan, I said, I got less than 10 seconds to get the joker off of me. If I don't get him off of me in that 10 seconds, I try to catch my breath, and then I got another valiant effort going after that. I'm done. I mean, if you can survive that first 20 seconds with me, you got a shot. You got a shot for real.
Nowadays I ain't doing nothing. But even 10 years ago, if you survive that first 20, 30, you probably gonna take me. I'm probably looking for something. I'm looking for something. Hey. And Big G, another thing, if you remember when we was young, we used to box for fun. I had a set of boxing gloves. We go back and bought my basketball court because it was square, and we put on gloves and we would box like that was a real ring. Yeah. For fun.
Chest and ribs. Did y'all play chest and ribs?
No, we played boxing to knock you out.
We played chest and ribs where you had to stand toe to toe and trade body shots. You know what I'm saying? We was knocking people out.
The gloves went on. You was trying to do your breast impersonation, whoever was the GOAT back at that time. And there was some knockout kings that came back there, dog. I'm talking about like you get in there and get the gloves on, you might get disrespected.
Shout out to the homie Ryan Kuntz. You know Ryan Kuntz. He won all the times I fought. I swear he got me. Like by decision. Bad. Just made me because he's so fast and so long.
His length, man.
And my boy Mike West probably beat Mike 8 times. Mike caught me one time, flush right between the eyes on the nose, bridge of the nose, dropped me.
Adios, muchachos. Go to sleep.
Adios, muchachos.
Go to sleep.
Adios, muchachos.
Yeah, but man. I mean, like you said, that was the thing to do because it made all of us tough, but it also made us respect each other.
Yeah,
and I think that's why we're doing this Mount Rushmore now because we respect the men that did what they did. Because I mean, we aspired to be like them at one point. All of us did.
The youngest person on the list was Bud, and he just got on there by you. And he's old soul. He old school.
Yeah, definitely.
He's gonna be 38 years old or 39. In like a week at the end of September.
Yep.
So it ain't like spring chicken. I didn't say. What's my boy from Baltimore? Tank. I ain't say Tank Davis.
Yeah, Tank.
I ain't say, and they great for what they do. They division, but they ain't at the base of the Mount Rushmore.
Right. Nah. So let's go ahead. Let's go over the list real quick when we're getting ready to let it go. Big G's list. We got it. We got Ali. We got Joe Louis. We got Bud Crawford. We have Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Yeah, that's a list. That's Big G's list. On Tate's list, we've got Money Made. We've got your boy the Roach, B-Hop. Definitely you got Evander Holyfield. Evander just looks like what's that? Like He-Man. Like he looks like
he belongs on Mount Rushmore.
Like an action figure.
You say that because of his head, because like Mount Rushmore, he chiseled.
Yeah, he just chiseled. You know what I'm saying? And then of course you got Sugar Ray Leonard there right there. And then, my list, I am Mike Tyson. Of course, Sugar Ray Robinson, Julio Cesar Chavez, and Big Hands himself, George Foreman, the Reverend. You know what I'm saying? He's another one that'll knock you out and then pray for you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, kill you and bring you back to life. You know what I'm saying? Them hands was crazy for real. But man, for the KnoItAllZ, this is our Mount Rushmore boxing. We love that you guys came and hung out. We are looking forward to reading your comments. Make sure you leave them here. Make sure you like and subscribe. Leave your comments. If you got questions, we'll answer those too. I'm going to tell you who's going to answer them first. Big G. Big G is, he's stalking the comments. At this point, if Big G stalks the comments.
Into the homie D De Niro 77.
Yeah, he lit you up, dog.
What did he say? He said
you need to come on to the dark side. You need to come on to the dark side. Go and peel it.
He said, come on home. And as I laughed at it, it was funny because I know it myself. I said, damn, every time I've been down, I see my, but the plan is to do it in layers. So by the time spring 2026 come, it's gonna be
man,
one against the grain.
I just want y'all to know, if I was in Tate's position, I'd be holding on to it too. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
It look good. It look good. It look good.
I'm just saying, I had the George Jefferson in 19, so it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Not the Jefferson.
The Jefferson. Look like I'm
Moving.
Haley. You know what I'm saying?
Moving on up.
Yeah, man. Yo, I got a hand on my head. It's just bad. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, we thank you guys for hanging out with us. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. So when we go live, you'll definitely get those notifications. As for me, as for my boy Tate Boy Fresh, and as for my brother Big G, guess what? We out of here. Peace.